Hi friends, hope you are staying safe and doing great. Last week there was a lot of buzz on stock market related to Vedanta delisting. This video will help you in understanding more about delisting and also very specific to Vedanta as well. Let me start with looking at what is delisting all about. So delisting of securities mean that removal of securities of a listed company from the stock market. Because of delisting, the securities of that company would no longer be traded at that stock exchange. So in case of Vedanta, they are planning to delist from both BSE and NSE. This is very similar to attrition in an organization. Company chooses to remove the employee which is involuntary, or employee resigns on his or her own which is voluntary. Very similar to this involuntary delisting, the company decides on its own terms to remove itself from the stock market. When it comes to compulsory delisting, which is typically initiated by SEBI, which is Securities Exchange Board of India, the securities of company are removed from the stock exchange as a measure for not complying with various requirements set out in the listings agreement. This was typically done during the IPO process and due course as well. So this is more of a punishment to the company. Let's go back to some history of Vedanta. It used to trade as Sterlite and Sesagova earlier. Finally, it is settled as Vedanta Limited. You can Google if you wanted to learn more about these companies, how Vedanta was formed. It is very interesting to know Vedanta delisted itself from London Stock Exchange in 2018, not very far, 2 years back. Vedanta is planning for voluntary delisting from both BSE and NSE as I mentioned earlier. In this case, the exit price is determined through reverse book building process, which I will explain in few minutes. The indicative price of Vedanta was quoted as 87.5 rupees, which was about 10% higher than closing price of 79.60, which was on May 12th, 2020. However, if you look at 52-week high, which is about 179.95, the price looks definitely 50% than whatever the peak. So somebody bought the stock at peak price in last 52 weeks. This is almost like 50% reduction. So because of this, some investors might see this as a losing deal. So now let me spend some time on reverse book building process. The company that wants to delist from the market decides on the price that needs to be paid to shareholders to buy back shares using reverse book building process. This is not a simple but a rigorous regulatory process. Let's look at the steps. Step 1 is the company has to appoint a merchant banker to oversee the entire electronic bidding process. In step 2, the banker and promoter advertises the offer and dispatches the letters detailing the floor price for the buyback to all the public shareholders. In step 3, stock exchanges facilitate reverse book building process through an online and fully automated process, which is a screen-based bidding system. In step 4, stakeholders who hold shares can approach trading members or brokers to relay their bids to the company. For example, if you have account in ICICI Direct, pretty much you can transact through ICICIdirect.com. The offers are collected from the shareholders at various prices which are above or equal to the floor price that was communicated by the company. The buyback price is determined after the offer closing date. For example, Vedanta may announce a floor price of, let's say, 110 rupees. I mean, this is just an example, so price can be higher or less, we do not know. Investors may say that that's too less, so they might bid for, let's say, 125 rupees. The exit price would be decided on the basis of bidding by the public shareholders. If the exit price is determined is acceptable to the promoters, the promoter pays that price to the investors and the investors will exit. Those investors who do not participate in the reverse book building process have an option to offer their shares for sale to promoters. The promoters are under the obligation to accept the shares at the same price as the exit price. So this facility is usually available for a period of at least 1 year from the date of closure of the delisting process, but this is a tedious process. For example, if the exit price is, let's say, 130 rupees, so you as an investor, you will have option to sell these shares for a year for a price of 130 rupees. Obviously, you can't exchange or sell these shares in the stock market because the stock got delisted. One more important thing is company can only delist if 90% of stakeholders agree to the offer. So this is interesting. But then as a retail investor, will you be able to make a decision? Unfortunately, no in case of Vedanta. The reason being, retail investors currently hold only 7.5%. Let's look at this in detail. So I'm using this Excel sheet for you. As you can see here, promoter and promoter group got 50.14%, which is a majority stakeholder at this point of time. The shares held by employee trust negligible, less than 1%, and the public got about 49.48%. This pie chart shows what are the shareholding pattern. So what I'll do is, if you can see public here, I will substitute these values here, and then let me expand this graph for you. Yeah, so maybe the chart may not be clearly visible to you, but then let me do a quick calculation. Then let me sum it up all these values here. So it comes to about 92.47. Technically, if all these people agree, of course, promoters probably would agree with this. However, if the other players also agree, this comes to about 92%, 92.47, which means that pretty much the decision is made. Now, the question is, what should you do if you are a retail investor? As a retail investor, as I told earlier, you do not have much of a say in this entire process. So, you'll have to go with the flow until the majority stakeholders decide on the delisting. As I said earlier, it's just not the promoters. There are also institutional investors and also mutual funds. They also need to agree. As of today, if you are holding the shares, I suggest you to watch for the updates and participate in the reverse book building process, because if you do not participate, the process is going to be a bit tedious. That's all I could suggest right now. Thank you.